Okay.
God.
All right. Barbara's joining us momentarily.
Everyone in my house is crying and screaming, so I will come right back and I have to just deal with
Don't
that.
worry about it. Just
Okay, we got it.
do what you need
Woohoo!
to do.
All right. Woo! Okay, let me mute myself and I'll be
Um, okay, it's not letting Barbara in. Huh.
Um,
Did
We're
did
having mutiny already.
did you see I'm talking to Barbara here. Did you see Sam's recent email? Yes, it's at the end of that chain of emails. You're in the wrong meeting. Never mind. There she is.
Oh, can't hear you.
Unmute
Barbara, you're
Barbara.
muted.
Goodness. Hi,
Okay.
everybody. It's so nice
Yay.
to see everyone. It's so nice to be seen too under the circumstances. I called Elaine earlier to say that my computer just stopped charging completely. So, but now it's charging, but then this happened. So anyway,
We're
let's get
all patient.
let's get the meeting going. Yeah.
It seems like
First, I'm just going to go through everybody who is here. For the record, Barbara Bigelow, co-chair, and I think the one that says Town of Shutesbury is Sam Spisiak, also co-chair. Jessica Carlson Bellinger, I'm so sorry, Elaine Paleo, Diane Adams, Christine Marglin, Christine Robinson, and Annie Gagliardi. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad to
Hi.
see you all. It's really
Anne
nice.
is sorry, I'm so sorry. Anne is still trying to get in and being kept out. I told her to try again.
Is
No,
she trying on Sam's email? Because I
I
did that wrong. I did not do Sam's email.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Um, okay.
I'm sorry to lose precious time on our agenda because we have a big agenda and some of these things we wouldn't be able to make decisions on today anyway. There's just too much, so we can start our conversations about them. Um, let's see, where's my, of course oh, here it is. Are you texting her or?
I don't have her phone number. I've sent her a couple
Oh,
of
okay.
emails.
Oh, okay.
And I've told her to
Alrighty, let me
try
call her real
Sam.
fast and then I'm gonna get going with stuff. Most of this will go pretty quickly. Dum, 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 dum. Okay. And I'm looking for contacts. I'm looking for a. All right. This happened once before, a long time ago, and I don't know why. Here we go. I'm calling Anne.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Anne. So I'm on now, thanks to Sam, but the link is in an email that Anne sent, not, it's no longer in the calendar.
that Sam sent.
That Sam just sent an email with a link. Click on that.
Uh, okay, I didn't get that email from Sam.
Oh, I wonder if it didn't go to your.
Here, I'll send it to her. I'll
Okay,
send it
thank
to
you.
her.
I
Yeah,
already sent
she
it
must
to her
have.
too. So
Okay.
Send to her. She's
All right.
included.
So any moment you should appear. And then I'm going to start with a little speed talking. Actually, Anne, you're first on the agenda, but let me just mention some things that are pretty quick. One is the snowshoes, Sam, that you bought the snowshoes for for the for the library. Is that right?
confirm. Do we approve the last minutes? Did I
We,
miss that?
oh, I'm sorry. Yes, the minutes. Well, yeah. So, any comments on the changes to the minutes? All those in favor of.
Somebody make a motion to
Oh,
approve.
right. Could someone make a motion? Thank you.
I'll make a motion to accept
Thank you. And second it. And here's Anne.
And Christine seconded.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all those in favor of accepting the minutes, just raise your hand. It's
And I am going to abstain because I
Okay.
wasn't here.
okay. All righty. So, Anne, do you want to start us off? Well, we now have 9 teams. I was holding on to that information all day. So we have 9 teams. Do you want to kind of fill us in on what's going on with that?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the first thing that I would say is Barbara and Sam know very well. Planning an event for the Recreation Committee takes a lot of work, and this has been a fabulous subcommittee. So thank you so much to Barbara and Christine and Jess for all the work. We are ready to go. Jess and I think, are going to go to the SAC after this meeting just to check on the technology. As Barbara said, we have 9 teams. Barbara and Christine are in charge of the prizes. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I think it's
Yeah,
going to be
it's all-
great.
I guess the only other thing I would say is that if anybody, the only people who can be on a team from this committee are people who were not on the subcommittee, because otherwise you'd know the answer. Though we have decided that for a price, you could have a team. It's a big price. But Christine probably can afford it, Christine M, because in the last minutes, it said that she took her full retirement benefits when stepping down as secretary. And I can say in all honesty that she took about 1 billion times
That's
it
right.
being 0 or trillion, whatever. At any rate,
Any zeros, no other digits.
a lot of zeros. Yeah.
Yeah, and in all seriousness, this was, and I think Christine and Barbara and Jess can attest to this. There's a lot of moving parts to any event because there's the content of it. Barbara is dealing with all the people who are RSVPing and coordinating all of that. We've had a lot of back and forth of test driving various things. Christine and Barbara and I had to go do some field research and attend a trivia night. Jess has been great on the marketing. So it really made me aware of how much effort it does take. And again, I wouldn't have been able to do this without all 3 of the other people. So it's just a good learning experience for me around that too.
I just wanted to say that we had an extreme score when we went to play at the trivia night. Would anyone care to guess what our score was on the first game?
Out of
Zero.
out of
0.
how many
Yeah.
points?
We weren't very good at it. We also wagered our final little 8 points, though.
Well, it was also geared toward people who are 20.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
we have
yeah,
all kinds of justifications for why we stuck.
we were purposely putting down the wrong answers. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
You wanted to make them feel good. Yes.
I wanted to report too that I haven't been able to put the flyers at the town hall, or there's one other place that I was going to, but I haven't been able, the AC. But I brought some, I don't think I brought the AC ones. That's funny. But anyway, I can do that soon. So we might have a few more teams. So there's room for like 4 more teams,
4
maybe
more teams.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
And if, like they said, if anybody on this committee would like to put a team together, that would be great.
Mm.
And I'll hang up the sign at the AC tonight, or probably tonight. And at the town hall, I just didn't time it properly with the snowstorm and closing of buildings and whatever. But yes. So I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be a great success. And I already had someone say, when are you doing the next one?
Oh, wow.
Yay.
I know that the AC said that there's a trivia night, and I forget who is hosting it. in April.
Matteo Pangallo is trying to put it together as a benefit for the library.
I know when it
Great.
is. It's April 11th.
Okay.
Shutesbury themed trivia.
So we could
Mm.
potentially plan another winter one, because the
Mhm.
whole idea behind this was having fun winter events, things to do in the evening when it's cold outside.
Yeah, and just sorry, I keep saying
No,
one other thing. This
please.
really is the last thing I'll say. Barbara did this in the townwide email, and I don't know if it will come into play with any other event, but I loved it where, you can have teams of 4, and Barbara said if you're 1, 2, or 3 people, we will put you together in a team of 4. So that's really nice too. I thought that was such a great idea, Barbara, for including everyone who might want to participate but doesn't necessarily know anyone else who might want to be on a team with them.
Thank you for the attribution, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't my idea.
Oh,
It might have just evolved from
was
all
it
of us.
Christine's idea?
It was my idea, but I thought it was Barbara had already had the idea, but I hadn't realized it. So
No,
I
your
came up with it as if it was new.
God.
Um,
This will become a
yeah.
trivia question.
And are we gonna talk separately from right now about like what time?
Oh, my goodness, Christine, thank you. See why we need all the people on this
That's
subcommittee?
right.
So it starts at 6:30. So Barbara's going to bring old file folders that we're going to make into like table tents for the tables. So I don't know, what time do you think, Jess, Christine, and Barbara, should we get there? You think 6 is early enough?
Yeah, I might. I mean, I would give it even a little bit more time because you just never really quite know what's going to
Yeah.
happen. I would say, 45 minutes.
Okay, 5:45?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do
Thank you,
have to
Christine.
vote. Oh, of course. There is one thing we have to vote on. So Christine and I came up with, if I do say so myself, with the wonderful idea of having the presents be gift certificates to local coffee shops, of which there are a large number. And so and then the grand prize is going to be a $20 gift certificate to the cupcake place. And then the coffee ones are going to be $10 each. And the reason they're going to be $10 and not $5 is some of the stores, including Cushman's, the way they have gift certificates set up in their system, they can't do it for less than $5. So, and Elaine suddenly sat at the edge of her chair because she's on a team and she's thinking, I want them all.
Exactly.
Exactly. So,
If I have Ron Berger on my team, so ringers.
oh dear.
Oh,
Oh dear. So, the total cost for them is going to be $240, which for those new to the committee is we used to pay about $250 per event when we would have somebody come. So it's very much in line with like the events that we've had when there's been somebody leading it, like the improv thing last year. So it's not an extraordinary expense for what we're getting. There will also, I assume, be some smaller incidental costs, any kind of paper, things like that people, I don't know, Jess and I think you two in particular, may be expending money, keep all of your receipts. I'm guessing that it's not thousands of dollars because we don't have that, but just whatever small things that you're buying, definitely the committee can reimburse that. So we need to have a vote. The motion would be to approve the spending of $240 on gift certificates plus an undetermined amount on incidentals. So anyone, any discussion about that?
Second it.
Okay, great. And all those in favor, just show of hands. And that was unanimous. Christine, you really showed your hand. Cool. Okay. I just wanted to also, the improv workshop, Christine, Em, and I are going to be doing one on February 28th from 1 to 3. And at this point, we're most likely going to be doing it in the town hall. Christine, did you have anything you wanted to say about it?
No, so the library room, we just can't use that right then.
Oh, I haven't even checked on it yet. So,
Okay, well, the town hall's fine.
yeah, I'll talk with you, Sam, about that for that date and time. If we can do it there, that's great. Otherwise, we'll just do it in the town hall. There's plenty of space down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's on the library website, there's a calendar to the meeting room
Oh, great.
availability you can check too.
Oh, super. Thank you. We'll do that. Okay. Let's see. There was another thing that just came in right before the meeting that also requires a vote, which is Cat Hilton. I sent that email around. They're asking for just a letter of support. They want to restore some buildings at, what is the name of the park?
Elliot.
Elliott, of course. Bill Elliott was who used to own my house. I should remember that. And it's and basically what the letter supports are saying we're not making any commitment towards money or anything like that. We're just saying that we support the idea. Is there any discussion? Yeah.
I was just going to say that should go after everything else because that's new business.
Oh, okay. So we'll wait for that at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Just
for
because
that.
I'm taking minutes and I don't want to mess.
Oh, okay. All righty. I have two other things which fit into other, but they're not new business. The one is the snowshoes. So we had voted for a budget of $500, I believe, and Sam, you had mentioned that you have gotten the.
Oh, we have gotten 3 pairs so far. We still have to catalog them and put them in the system.
Mhm.
And we have to kind of figure out how if we're gonna do a liability waiver to go with them or not. So there's 3 pair at the library. We didn't spend the whole budget yet, and it's just a busy time there. So
Yes.
it will happen.
Okay.
It'll happen soon.
Okay.
I'm sure.
All right. No pressure from us.
Okay.
And then Jess, I was hoping you could say a little bit. There've been 2 of the hike meetups since we last met, because there was one in December and then one on January 1st. And I don't know if you'd like to just say a couple of words about those, more than 2 actually.
Yeah, the December one was snowy. We had gotten snow. We were afraid a lot of people wouldn't show up, but we had, I think, 10 people show up. And that was great and beautiful, and the sun came out and it was glorious. That was on Montague Road, Brushy Mountain hiking areas. And then the January 1st one was like really cold, and I was like, I don't know if people are going to want to do this, but I went down just in case, and 14 people showed up at that one, all bundled up, and it's been like a different group of people each time, which is interesting. So they've been really great. It's been a great way to see the trails. It's been a great way to meet some neighbors that I wouldn't normally have run across. Everyone seems very appreciative. It was really nice to we had a different conservation committee representative on the January 1st hike. Instead of Beth Wilson, it was Scott Kahn. And he was great and lovely. And also the neighbor that lives at the Brightwater Bog property or adjacent to it, Sam Cook, came and told us a little bit about the property and the sculptures, and that was really awesome too. So it's been a nice way to make connections and get exercise and motivate myself on the really cold and snowy days to get out there.
Nice.
So our next hike will be February 8th, which is the day of the Super Bowl, but it's at 1. So people have time to make all their Super Bowl food afterwards, because it will be from 1 to 2 on New Boston Road. And I'm holding Sam to it that she's coming, because she said she loves that area. So
good. Thank you so much.
So yeah, anyone else that would like to join, please come along and bring friends. It's been really great.
Great. Okay. Let's see. So those were the only other things. So now we'll get back to the agenda. And this is, Jess, you have brought up some new program ideas. You said these are things that people have mentioned to you on walks and other places. And I wondered if you could kind of go through some of these, and then we can decide what we want to do with them today in terms of talking about them.
Okay. I had thought when I first joined the committee about like how we get ideas for things. And I had thought about trying to send like a townwide survey or something to that effect, or proposing that we do that. I asked the Leverett Rec Committee. There's a few members of the Leverett Rec Committee that work at Leverett Elementary School with me. And I asked them about that, if they had ever sent a survey, and they had said they did years ago, and maybe 20 people responded. So they didn't rely on that information. So while we've been doing the hikes, I have just been talking to people, and these are things that have come up. So one was a Lake Wyola regatta, which I thought was hilarious. The person said, it could be like these hike meetups, but we'll meet at the lake and we'll kayak around. Like, that sounds lovely. So that's something that might be nice and might also go hand in hand with the renting of the kayaks at the lake from the library. Just something to think about. The dance hour was actually a request from my dear mother, who said she loves to get exercise. She would love to do it in a group, but she doesn't want anyone telling her how to dance or what steps she should be doing. She wants to just dance. And I was like, oh, that is adorable. Yeah, Christine, you know my mom. I see you smiling over there. You can picture Judy saying that, right? So she wants to just get like, and it doesn't, and this is one thing that doesn't even need to be rec committee. Like, I could just organize it and like send something out to just like have music playing and people can make requests and just have like dance time that's not associated with like going out to a bar late at night, you know, just like something different. The Tai Chi was another thing that someone mentioned on the hike. Ria Windcaller and Charles Gilliam have been doing Tai Chi together on the town common, but it was something that I think they used to teach through the rec committee.
Yep.
Elaine, you have that information?
Yeah. I don't think it was through the rec committee. I think it was through the library because they used to do it down in town hall.
Okay. So just an idea of another movement class to get people moving, possibly asking them if they would be interested, but that we can talk about that as details if someone's interested in helping. The tween time at the library, we can cross out because I've organized that through the enrichment clubs here at school combined with Marianne at the library. So that doesn't need to be a rec committee thing. Pickleball also we can scratch because I realized someone gave me some background info, and with the use of the gym right now and just like complications with scheduling at the school, it would be tricky. But I would kind of like to see if Leverett, because they have so much pickleball going on at the school, if they wouldn't mind us advertising their pickleball, maybe that would satisfy people in Shutesbury's pickleball needs.
It might. I met when I first started the pickleball thing. The reason I started it was I was at a pickleball class at the Bay State racket, whatever it's called. And this woman was there who had helped. She was hired by the people in Leverett to help start this club in Leverett and to give classes because people didn't know how to play pickleball. And I got to know the woman who was the resident, who was the real driving force behind all of this. And they said, please come, check it out. It really would put a dent in their time. So I think I think we should ask about it. I actually had another idea today as I was reading about the fiscal problems that Pelham is having. I don't know whether or not their gym would be available for something like that. So I think it's something that the pickleball people should take some initiative on. I think that's a big issue, is that it shouldn't be us taking the initiative. It should be the pickleball players taking the initiative with perhaps support from us. That's my opinion. I shouldn't have said it should be.
Those people are
Pickleball people.
I'm a pickleball person wannabe.
Yeah. Well, Howell Lee, Steve Rice, they put together a grant last year for some CPA money. Dan and Libby are very active, but they not on the organizing side. So right now it's mainly Howell Lee and Steve Rice who are on the more organizing side of it.
And
that I know of. I have not been in touch with them.
They did put in they started an application for a pickleball through the community preservation, and it is a major effort because they couldn't really find a place because they wanted to create a court here in town, and there was just no place that was appropriate for it. So they did not get any money for it, and it takes a lot. it takes a lot of money to create one.
Mhm. Yeah, you're talking when we were doing the numbers between 50 and 70,000, and there would have to be noise things to maybe some were down at 20, but it was a lot. It depends on how much needs to be done in terms of flattening the land. And we would need some kind of sound shield, whether a natural one or not, because it is noise pollution. People who live near to them are greatly disturbed by the noise of the pickleball. So
Mhm.
So maybe it's a matter of doing some research to see where Shutesbury residents could play pickleball that's going already. And
yes, we
not,
suggested that because of Amherst is definitely they have quite a few courts, and I think they
Mhm.
know about them. Belchertown has a bunch. There are places all around where they could be playing.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunderland has one too.
Mhm.
Oh, in that church,
Yeah, they're big. Yeah, big. Yeah.
Maple Ridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So that we can take off our plate.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
The Gaga ball court I just put on this list because
What?
Yeah, what, yeah, I don't know
Gaga
what-
ball. It's funny to me because when I was little, my sister couldn't pronounce Jessica and she called me Gaga. And so now there's this new thing, the Gaga ball court, and I feel like it's like named after me. But the kid, so when the 5th and 6th graders went to Nature's Classroom last fall, there was a Gaga ball court at the Nature's Classroom site. And the kids loved it. And they kept talking about it and kept trying to think of how we could get a Gaga ball court at Shutesbury. And our former PE teacher, Mr. Kara, was like really excited about possibly getting a Gaga ball court. He has since left, but I just thought about the rec committee as like a go-to and kind of like a backup if needed, if the school can take on trying to set up a Gaga ball court. So
What is Gaga ball?
it's like what the court at the Nature's Classroom site was very simple. It was like it was almost like a deck with wooden walls around it. Probably like this, I can't even imagine what the size of it is. It's not that big. And the kids use this like soft ball, kind of like volleyball, but with no net. So they're all in this circular court and they're hitting the ball back and forth to each other across the circle and around. And it's kind of also like dodgeball, where if you get hit with the ball but you don't catch it, you're out and you have to like physically get out of the court. And yeah, I don't really quite remember all the rules, but the kids had a blast playing it. You have to bend down to like hit the ball. It's not a sport maybe for people over like 50 if they're worried about their backs. But it was really fun and the kids loved it. Diane, did you have more to add about it?
Just a little more to add. Swifter River School in New Salem put one in. So if you go past their playground and can stop in and look at it, it's part of the playground under the trees. But I think they have to roll the ball. The ball can't go above like their knees so that no one's getting hurt. Feelings get hurt because they'll say, you didn't catch it. Yes, you got it. Oh, I didn't catch it. And then someone cries and gets out of they have to leave it's kind of like a pit. It's sand. I think it's sand in New Salem, but it's they love it. And kids of all ages are playing it from probably 1st grade up to 6th grade.
I wonder if that could be a CPC grant even to think about for next year. And then even you could get the PTO and the rec committee to sponsor it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking for anything from the rec committee except like backup and just a heads up that this
I
is
think you
something that
need a
kids can do.
committee to sponsor a grant,
Right.
right? So you could do it that way. And I think it's just like I've seen that played at the one at Swift River. It's just like 2x or wood. It's like it's not that complicated.
No.
So I think that's doable.
Okay.
All
right.
The ball is like a volleyball. It's about that big and they just pretty much roll it very quickly if they're good and try to hit somebody or have them miss catching it, I guess is I was on recess duty and saw it being played, but I didn't understand the rules.
Okay.
I could help to comfort people or stop conflict.
You know when the CPC grant is? I think it's has it passed?
Yeah.
Applications are due February 1st.
Wait, is that the first application or the second application?
That's the second one. I mean, that's
Right.
the final one.
Right. So somebody could still put one in if they wanted to.
Yeah, it would be tough to get
tight.
it.
Be tough,
It'd
yeah.
be
So
pretty
this is,
hard to
yeah,
get it.
yeah, we're looking at
also
next
did.
year.
But maybe for next year,
Yeah.
for a
Mhm.
year, I think it's
Mhm.
worth, because I think even doing the grant process, then you'd figure out like all the details, basically,
Like where you'd put it and
how much it
how
costs.
much it costs and everything. Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
the CPC grants for one of the playgrounds and the track, and I kind of did it all I put it under my name. Like I didn't have a committee behind me, except that the school wanted it on their property. So I'm familiar with the process, but it was a lot of work. It was like, it was a
I'm
lot.
on the committee, so if
Yeah.
I can help you with
Okay.
putting it together.
I would
Okay.
help with that too. I'd
Okay.
like take a part of the grant and help with that.
Okay.
If it's over the course of a year, not by Sunday or whatever. I could
I
not
kind of-
do
That
it
was
for
the
that.
thing. Getting
wish
it
it
in
was
by
like-
Sunday would be tough.
That I
I wish
could
it was
not.
like a month away, because it was these 5th and 6th graders that would be
I know.
super motivated to be like to do it and to fundraise for it
Mhm.
also, which but maybe we can figure that out and work that out.
Great. Yeah.
Okay, and then the high vis vests I also had put on, wondering if we could purchase them for people to borrow, like during hunting season or during like if they're walking on the main roads, or but then I learned that Marianne has some at the library that she's willing to help with, that she's willing to lend out for different things. So maybe that is also off our list. I think I'm not as worried about it if we have access to some at the library. So
Okay.
those are my things.
Can
Diane-
I add a couple things that you
Yeah.
talked about last time? There was a woman who was who wanted to run, I think, a mushroom hunting in the fall and identifying mushrooms. And I've read the bird watching and migration during migration time. I'm not sure who would do that, but those are two things that are also on the list for new ideas.
Mhm.
Bird watching, we do have Cliff Reed has run one of those, and he has agreed to do others whenever we ask for them.
Thanks.
Yeah, I would love to consider asking him to do one in the spring for the migration.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, and I'm all for the mushroom hunting. I think the committee has had various ideas brought up about mushrooms, usually about growing them. But then there were complexities about trying to do it and figuring out the time and all of that. So mushroom hunting is something that people would be interested in. So are there other, people
Wait,
have other
Barbara,
ideas?
before you move off of that one, this was from the geology hike. Diane, the woman was in the car that you were driving, and somebody, maybe it was you, Jess, I couldn't remember her name.
Her
but
name's
you did.
Jessica Benson Evans.
Oh, Sam, what is it?
Jessica Benson Evans.
Oh,
Okay,
great.
yeah, because she said to contact her in the spring because her schedule fills up, but I don't know that it's hunting. Like, I don't want people to think
Right.
they're going to go out and find mushrooms to eat. I don't think I think it was like mushroom ID
Okay,
I like
great.
in the
that.
wild.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little dicey
So-
to take people out looking for them and then having them eat them because,
It's like-
you could get sued.
I had a couple ideas if
Oh,
I
great.
can share them. So one, and I don't know if we have a big enough community to support something like this, or if we have to like join with other communities, but some kind of gear swap, like especially for winter gear for kids, I think could be. I don't know. I would love to have something like that to go to every year to trade
Yeah.
out small things and find bigger things. I think winter gear would be the kind of the biggest
Mhm.
place for it, but
Yeah.
And
I
I'd
have
be
to say, when you first said gear swap, I thought you said deer swap.
Oh.
And I was like, so people are going to go hunt and then switch
no,
deer.
we're just gonna catch them in our yard, and you can. No. So anyway, if there's interest, I'd be happy to try to plan something like that. I guess the thing I don't know is how many people you need to participate in that for it to be successful.
Mhm.
I bet if we opened it up to wider community, I mean, if we
Mhm.
advertised it, we'd get people from Amherst and, Leverett and Pelham and such, because, I mean, you blink and the kids are out of the gear that they're in. So that would be, and I even have a bunch of skis and stuff still from my kids.
Sometimes too, I think with that, like if you could pair it with an event that's already going on, then you already know there's going to be a crowd. That's like an option.
It might be nice, like in the spring when you do the bike repair, doing a bike swap.
I always
Mm.
thought about
Yeah, I
doing
thought about that too.
Yeah.
I feel like winter gear, like nobody's thinking about winter gear when it's nice out, but I think a bike one
I'm
could be
definitely
really
willing
good too.
to add a bike swap onto that. It even turned into that a little bit because just people brought their old bikes and left them there. And then here's what ended up happening was that library tag sale was like the next week. So the ones that didn't get picked up, I just saved and then I brought to the tag sale.
So
So
Christine, I'm sorry. Yeah, Christine, you've had your hand up.
You're on mute.
You're
You're
yeah, you have
muted.
to unmute. Yeah. There.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep. Mhm.
Children's Network, a lady named Jillian or something like that. Is that
yeah.
something, a connection? Jess, I think, might know better because of the elementary school.
Yeah, Gillian Badine runs Community Network for Children, and she's often helping families do different kinds of swaps. There's the Children's Closet in Leverett that's once a month that has like winter gear as far as like snow pants and coats and mittens and hats and things. But it sounds like you are talking about more like ice skates
Equipment,
or
yeah.
skis or equipment. But that is definitely something, if we did, we should let Gillian know about to help advertise because
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, she's definitely key in that world.
do you think we want to start with doing a bike swap for the spring and then maybe we'll figure out how that goes and then we
Sure. Because
something
we've already got the kind of infrastructure there.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It could be bikes and I don't know what else, life vests or whatever other gear. Yeah. Sorry, that's me.
Is somebody dinging?
It's Sam.
Oh, good. I was so afraid that.
Nope, it's me.
You.
Oh, okay. Okay, so here's what I would suggest. I'm being mindful of the fact that we lost a lot of time today. But if we could, it would be nice to have this as kind of maybe a regular part of our meetings as new ideas come up. And maybe if we all just kind of think about what are things, sort of get a wish list going, knowing we can't do all of them because we're a limited number of people. But we also, if there are people who are really interested in them, we might just be able to give support to somebody else or to some other people who are particularly interested, like whether it's like with the dancing, if you said maybe we wouldn't do it, but maybe we could support people with the advertising and helping to secure the room and things like that. So, any other ideas? And Annie, did you say you had another idea?
I did. And this one, I think, I mean, we'd have to find someone to help, but I have a couple ideas, and it might be too late to think of it for this year, but like something about planning a garden, like pre-planning, around this time of year, like what kind of seeds to order and when to start what, and yeah.
The woman that owns DJ's Farm was on our last hike, and she said, hey, if anybody wants to use a greenhouse, let me know because I do not want to farm anymore. And I have a giant greenhouse. She was talking about letting the kids at school go down and use it because we're neighbors to her. But that could also be used for other people too, I think.
Yeah,
So
great.
keep that in
Cool.
mind too, because she has a giant greenhouse, and she said, my husband keeps buying me seeds, but I don't want to do this. And I keep telling him, stop doing this. But
Who is that? Who is this?
Diane Jacoby.
Oh, Diane Jacoby. She's not
Yeah.
going to do her farm anymore.
I don't think so. I mean, she was offering up the greenhouse, and she said, the school is right there if you all want to come use it. And I was like, whoa, that's kind of an awesome thing.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind as far as like a community garden. I know there was talk of doing some community gardens at the library too, right?
We received
Yeah.
a grant. The library, was it the library? God, I don't even remember what committee I was on at that time.
No, it was
It was
the
this-
rec committee.
It was the rec committee,
Yeah,
right? We
Yeah.
we have a grant for establishing gardens at the library, but unfortunately, the way the ground is at the library, we don't have enough room. Truthfully, we can't, because of the conservation restrictions all over, and then having to put in those holding basins for the runoff. There isn't any room for gardens there. So it was a nice idea, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it, and we're probably going to have to give that monies back unless we find another place for the gardens.
Yeah, Diane?
I've often thought about different uses for behind the fire department or behind the town hall. Could those be anything? And those are nice open spaces with lots of sunshine, which is hard to come by around our house for sure. But I don't know.
We had originally put the gardens in the back of town hall, and then decided to move them to the library site and just postponed the whole process. So we should revisit that again, because we do have that grant. So maybe at our next meeting, we should revisit that.
Yes.
Can you put that on the agenda?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
There is a woman, my friend went last year to Wendell Library event, and it was this woman called Fruition Seeds, and she did like a seed event where she gave out seeds. I can find her contact information and send her to you, Annie, and maybe you could just see how much she costs. And my friend went, and she said she got so many seeds and like just a lot of information. So maybe something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Because I don't know. I always feel like I want to know more about what I should be doing when, and it's fun to think about it this time of year too,
Yeah, it
growing
is.
new things. So.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you for all of the ideas everybody has brought up. I will get them all. They'll be in the minutes, but I also think we ought to just start a document that's ideas. And, if something comes up and someone says, oh, I really want to do that, then we figure out if it's possible to do it through here, or whether we would need to find other people who in the community who are really interested and just need the support of a group like us. We have about 4 minutes. And so I'm actually going to just really quickly mention the other 2 items that Jess suggested, and I put them down as me and Jess for a reason, and then we can come back to that. Jess had suggested, which is a very good idea, making the webpage more engaging. Just as a little background, when I first started out, you couldn't put anything on the webpage except words. So I just assumed it was the same. And the only thing I can think is there must have been some concern about, well, I don't know what the concern was, but anyway, you can now put things up. So I put things up, but it looks really amateurish next to some of the other committees. It just looks like somebody who doesn't know what she's doing did it. And that would be me. So I need some help. And I'd actually asked Jess, and Jess said we could, but then I ended up, because of the snowstorm and other things, we ended up not meeting. But once I'm told how to do something, I can I have the capacity to remember. So, but I do, it does look a lot nicer. And, I started looking at other ones. I go, oh my goodness, this is very embarrassing. And we really ought to have a fun one. So at least the fun posters and some of the other things are up there. And it's really for me just a matter of figuring out how to combine the pictures with the text. So it's not, I think at this point, rocket science. The other thing that Jess had suggested is to create a calendar of events. And I guess I'd like to kind of talk about that in terms of how many events do we, yeah, it makes sense to have a calendar of events. There's no qualifications on that at all, and can certainly start doing that now. Find a place on the web page to put it. And again, there's probably ways of doing it that makes it more interactive, and I don't know how to do that. So again, it's something that I'm happy to work on, but I can't work on without help. So is it okay if we kind of leave it with that, Jess, those two items?
I might know how to do the calendar
Oh, great.
because I just got that meeting room calendar working. I just don't, I'd have to sit down with you and look at the recreation website because I'm not quite sure
Okay.
how that works, but I could take a
Okay.
look.
Let's plan a time and do that.
We need to
And
put
then,
it
and
together.
then the other one that just brought up was apply for grants. But in our 2 minutes, I'd like, if I may, to put, thank you, okay, to put that off because so we now are back to the item which I think they would very much like to have a vote on, which is the from Kat Hilton about the restoring the buildings. And basically they just need at the Elliott Park. And what she wrote in her email, if you got a chance to see it, is that most of it is going to be paid for. It's going to be free labor. Everybody is very happy to work on it. So it's primarily a matter of applying for money to get whatever lumber or paint or other things like that they might need. So we are not committing to anything. We're just saying, yes, this sounds like a great idea to spiffy up this area. Any discussion?
You need to write a letter of support and to do it rather soon.
Yes, I would do it as in tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like, I mean, to me, it seemed like a no-brainer. There was, it sounds like a great idea. It sounds like they're pretty organized. If Kat's heading it up, it's certainly very, very organized. And, I would like to be, I think it would be a good thing for us to support. Any other discussion? Yeah, Christine? And you have to unmute.
I was voting.
Oh, you were voting. Oh.
Somebody
Okay,
has to
thank
make
you.
a motion.
Someone has to make a motion. Okay, is the waving hand a motion? Okay.
So the two Christines.
And then second, that would be Chris, the other, okay, another wave. All those in favor, just please raise your hand and let the minutes show that it is unanimous. So thank you very much for being patient with the start of this meeting. I hope that I'll be able to figure out exactly what happened, and it won't ever happen again. But
One quick thing.
who knows? Who
One
knows?
quick thing. There's knitting Sunday, correct?
Yes, there is, but there's also a snowstorm
storm.
coming, so I
Yeah.
wanted to talk with you about that. So it
Okay.
is supposed to start, but if it's going to be snowing a lot, it just does not make sense. So before we send out, we'll talk
Okay.
about
Sounds
that
good.
one. But yeah, the knitting, people have been asking, so where's the knitting? Where's the knitting? And a large part of it is just January has been a very busy month. And now when we start, we'll be meeting in the library.
And I
So-
can unlock it. I learned how to unlock it today.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
good. It worked.
News.
Yeah. It'll
But
be
there's
so
still
much
a
nicer.
90% chance I don't do it right. We'll
Well,
try.
that's really wonderful. It's so much nicer than sitting outside at this time of year and knitting.
We might have to sit outside still. Don't discount it.
Don't. Okay. Yeah, but
Thank you,
something will be
everybody.
going out about that. So
Thank you,
all.
everybody. Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone.
you.
Really
When
appreciate
is our next meeting?
Our next meeting is the 4th Tuesday of
February 24th.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right. You're welcome. My daughter's birthday. Okay.
What do I have to do?
Does someone move to end the meeting? And second, and all those in favor? Okay, so unanimous to meeting is ending at 5:02 p.m.
Okay.
The recording has